Hello again, or not again if you're watching this purely because you like snuff and the video I made a little earlier was about pipes, but I'm also a snuff taker and I thought I'd make a video on snuff boxes and snuff taking. Uh, Not a scholarly discussion of snuff boxes, I have to say, but merely a practical discussion of snuff boxes. Um, Many of the snuff boxes on the market these days I see are made of wood, and there is a problem with that because quite a lot of snuff is scented, and I just wanted to make a brief video just to discuss that. I bought this. I've been taking snuff for a long time. My grandfather took it, and I used to pinch, no pun intended, his I pinched a pinch of his snuff from time to time when I was a kid just to be naughty. I quite liked it, and when I was 16, well, but you're probably a bit younger, when I first saw it in shops, I bought a tin, and the rest is history. But one of the things I noticed was very quickly was that you got quite a large variety of snuffs from scented ones, which are quite traditional. Snuff taking was the first famous snuff taker with Catherine de Medici in France, and she made the habit, if you want to call it that, popular amongst the aristocracy of that country. And of course, uh, these snuffs were all perfumed. Now, perfume today is, we can all go out and buy our CK1 or whatever. I don't buy anything like that. I would have done an aftershave, but perfume's quite a common commodity now and not expensive. If you want it to be, you can of course go and spend lots of money on perfume, but if you're a cheapskate like me, you don't. Um, so snuffs were perfumed, and of course unperfumed snuffs, the high dry toast, Irish high dry toast, and such things, were really the snuff of the working man because they didn't have any scents in them or essential oils, which of course were very expensive in the 18th century when snuff taking as a sort of national pastime, if you like, became very prevalent. And so today we have a situation where companies such as Toke are making Christmas pudding flavoured snuffs with cloves and whatnot, and you've got bourbon whiskey and all sorts of flavourings, but there's still traditional snuffs. Freiberg and Trier range all have scent, except the Irish high dry toast and the Old Paris, which has Arac as a flavouring, which is a liqueur. Um, but generally speaking, Wilson's of Sharrow, Sam Gower, all the traditional English makers anyway, many of their snuffs, whether they be coarse grinds, fine grinds, medium grinds, moist, dry, uh, may have scent or flavouring added to them. Now, of course, if you have a wooden snuff box like this one, uh, this was a Wilson's of Sharrow. Now, I have my go-to snuff, which is a SP, which is a kind of citrusy bergamot flavoured snuff called Grand Cairo. It's a medium grind, very pleasant. But of course, it has a flavour to it. Now, I put that in, and that's the only thing that ever goes in that box. However, if you, and I think lots of people, it's like smoking really cigarettes or pipes, I guess. You like to try out various sorts, and there's a world of snuff to try, from Germany to England to America and so on. You really don't want a wooden snuff box because what will happen is you'll try, let's say, a scented one such as Seville, and you'll find that you'll get your next tin of snuff, which may be a plain high-dry toast, stick it in your wooden snuff box and find that it very much like Seville, which in fact it isn't, because you've put it in a wooden box. If you, I mean, the nice thing about a snuff box is, of course, it's quite a nice thing to take out with you, and when you're in the pub, rather than pulling out a tin. And I always find with the tins, you open them and you always spill loads as well. It's a nice, compact, clean way to keep your snuff. But I would recommend, this was my grandfather's snuff box. It's quite small, but that doesn't really matter. You don't have to take large quantities of snuff to enjoy it. So if you're going for an evening out, that box, which is a little silver one, is perfectly adequate for the job. And of course, won't have a ghost of the snuff you've had in it previously. You'll be able to clean it out. Another one I've got is, again, a Wilson's of Sharrow. It's a pewter with a... it's got a scene, it's now illegal in this country, but of hare coursing on it. 3 greyhounds by the looks of things, and some chap waving away there. But it's a nice compact, and of course it doesn't spill out of it. In that one, I've got some... I'll have a little... I've got some Bernard's Virginia, which was sent to me by Edward in Germany. It's a lovely snuff. Again, that one hasn't got really any sense. It's quite a natural tobacco flavour to it. Again, this one, once I've finished that little bit of Bernard's in there, I can put another one in there with a scent. And of course, you can always clean these thoroughly to allow you to enjoy various different snuffs. At the end of this, I'll put a little thing of... I don't tend to hold on to snuff. I don't think it keeps well, and I don't think it improves with age like cigars or pipe tobacco. I think that it's cheap enough, certainly in the UK where it's not taxed, for you to enjoy as many as you like. So I don't usually keep very many, but I was having a bit of a clear out and I did a little video of it. So anyway, I hope that's of interest to us people, and as I say, I would recommend, if you can get hold of it, and you can get them very cheaply now. You don't. This one was getting on for 30 quid, but it's a pewter one. But you can buy. I certainly know my smoking shop .co.uk do a metal snuff box for, I think it's £7.99. Very cheap. It'll last you forever if you look after it, and it's a better way than wood, unless you have a go-to brand, which I do, which always goes in that one. Thank you for watching. Cheers.